All right, so welcome back to another pre-market markup session. It's 9 a.m. in New York now, so half an hour before market opens. So I'm gonna mark up my charts for the session, and I'm always beginning at the far chart. We took out this one, we took out these levels here. Probably have something in here, but we're gonna first let's take a quick look on the weekly, because weekly we do have this support here. Let's do daily busy, and then on the daily real quick as well, we still have this SIBI here, daily SIBI, and we also have this busy in here, daily busy. All right, so that's on the weekly and dailies, and now we can look at the 4 hour. So we went down all the way into these support areas, and then they led to us coming back up into the daily SIBI here. So let's see. Okay, there's no more gaps in here. We're falling back into this 4 hour here. So that's 97.50, 98. All right, so that's hourly busy, or no, let's do just green. So for the 4 hour busy in here, so we drop back into that. We also have a 4 hour SIBI right here, 72.50, 73. So there's a gap here, red. All right, so technically we have support here, and also the weekly level high is here as well. Yeah, and then an unfilled one up here, so we could look for that later on. But let's first look at the hourly here. We drop back into this range here, as I said, and then we do have an hourly busy here, hourly busy, and then a bit lower there's another one here. Do we have clean lows? Yeah, we could mark that up for now. Clean lows here with these two wicks, and these are also relatively equal. All right, then on the hourly, we also have this SIBI, which we still respected. There's a lot of gaps going on. I don't like that. A lot of conflicting gaps. So hourly SIBI, and then we have an unfulfilled hourly SIBI here as well. So that's 54.75. That's 55. All right. So we have these SIBIs in here, and this one is still open for mitigation. Oops. 15 minutes. We dropped all the way back down. Do we have? Yes, we do here. These are relatively equal highs. That's nice. And then we drop lower, and we have a 15-minute SIBI here overlapping with the hourly. And I'm gonna mark up 10 a.m. So here we went lower as well. So now we're essentially inside this major hourly support, for hourly support, and we have the high of the weekly area, right? So I will very likely not look for shorts in any type of way, right? Because that is way too strong of a support for to look for shorts. What we could look for, and that's also not optimal because we don't have an uptrend of any sort, we could look for a mitigation into these here, hourly SIBI and 50-minute SIBI CE is the middle level here being filled. So we could look for something like that. If we break through to the upside and then get a really good 5-minute uptrend going on, we can definitely look for these highs and maybe the 4 hour mitigation up here, right? But I don't really like that market today because we also don't have any sell side for a Judas to take out. Maybe we'll go lower first and then look for mitigation higher, but I could definitely see it, do something like this immediately. And then maybe if we break through later on, we could see something like this, But as I said, I'm not looking for shorts. Maybe I'm looking for something to go into this one, and if later on we can get a clear 5-minute uptrend and invert that 15-minute, maybe this one here up here as well, I could look for the relative equal highs up here. But overall, that's not an optimal market situation for me here, and I'm gonna be very cautious about how I'm going to go about this market. So if I'm trading, I'll see you later. If not, that's it, and I might, post a short or a market review later on if something interesting happened. We'll see. Till then, peace.